Hi makers, it's Charlotte with Makesy.
Joanna with the Soap Gal.
Makesy is so excited to partner with Joanna and the Soap Gal to help teach makers how to be safe, successful, and scale their cold process soap business. Joanna, tell us a little bit about yourself and the Soap Gal.
I learned my craft in 2009, then I started going to farmers markets and craft shows, and then I learned about private label, and that is where I found my niche. I am a private label manufacturer. We have a wonderful team of artisans, and we are so privileged to be able to make millions of bars of soaps for other brands.
Amazing. Today, Joanna and I are going to walk you through a basic checklist of the tools you need to get started making cold process soap and give you a few tips on how to stay organized. So first, Joanna, walk us through the basic tools that somebody needs to get started making soap.
Well, it's pretty simple, but I would say definitely purchase the tools that we have here in play, then have it to be soap focused.
Yes.
Once it's for soap, it's always for soap. So definitely have your pitcher here. I like plastic over glass because if it falls, it doesn't break and shatter.
Yep.
And it's safer. We have, the funnel one, so that way you can get those nice crisp lines that you want. Design.
Yep.
Definitely need to have your safety in place, your gloves. You have to be able, to scrape all that batter out. So your
not one drop left.
No. And you have to be able to, swirl if you want to keep it at a light trace, but we'll talk about that a little later. Molds are very important of different sizes of soaps that you want. And if you want a crinkle cutter or if you want a straight cut, is very important as well. Oh, and apron,
Gotta have a cute little apron.
Yes, you gotta have that Makesy love.
Exactly.
Yes.
Joanna and I will do a lot of talking about personal protective equipment, or PPE, in a later video, so be sure you're subscribed. Joanna, give us a couple of tips too, whether you're a veteran soap maker or you're making your first bar of soap. What are some tips to help our makers stay organized and be successful?
First of all, you gotta find your space. You have to have your area that you make your stuff and have it well organized. Organization is really the key of scaling, is to be able to be prepared. We forgot to talk about the most important tool, the emulsion blender. This is so important to mix it, to get that alkaline in the base to become soap.
Yep.
You have to have that mixer. But I would probably say your space, organization, and when you make soap, be prepared and schedule the time. No phones, no dogs, no husbands. Just keep it totally focused so that you can focus and get the look that you want. There's nothing more aggravating than being distracted and think, oh no, I just messed this up.
Yes.
When I do my R&D and I make the test batches, I do it during a time when I know I'm not going to have any distractions.
Yeah, Joanna gave me some great advice too, which is what she just described, to have a game plan when you go in, so know what fragrance you're using, know what desired outcome you're looking for in your soap, and make sure you have all of your tools and equipment ready, sterilized, and you'll be set up for success. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay in the know on all the latest makers tips and tricks.
Now go make it happen.